So we have got 7 dwarfs over here. So how many dwarfs are there? 7 dwarfs are there. So these were the 7 dwarfs of the story of Snow White. Right. So now can we start the story? So it was long they lived the king and the queen. The king and queen, they were very sad. Why were they sad? Because they did not have any baby. The queen was always in tears. And the king used to tell her, don't cry, God is going to listen to us. And then they went away. They wanted to talk to God and they wanted to tell him that we really need a small baby. So finally one day, the queen was blessed with a beautiful daughter. She was as white as snow and as red as rose. So the king named her Snow White. The king named her Snow White and both of them were very happy. They were looking after Snow White very well. Then finally what happened? Their happiness did not last long. The queen died, leaving Snow White behind. The king, it was quite difficult for the king to look after the Snow White all alone. So what did the king do? He married again. He married again because he wanted a mother for Snow White. So a new queen came in as a mother of Snow White. Now the new queen was taking care of Snow White. The king was also very happy to see this. He thought, okay, it's nice now Snow White has got a mother. Then what happened? After some time the king died. And Snow White was left alone with a new mother. That is a stepmother. Now the stepmother used to look after Snow White very well. But she used to treat her very badly. Whenever she used to come to her mother, the queen used to push her away. And then she started crying. Slowly and gradually, things were going on like this. Snow White was very pretty. She was very pretty. And as she was growing older, she was... So the new queen was actually a witch. She knew black magic. And she had a mirror. A magic mirror. Every time she asked the mirror, mirror, mirror on the wall, can you tell me who is the most beautiful in all the world? The mirror used to say, you are beautiful, my dear queen, but Snow White is more beautiful than you. The queen got angry as she viewed the mirror. Then what did she do? And she told them that take Snow White in the jungle and kill her. The courtiers, they loved Snow White, but they could not do anything because they had to follow the instructions of the queen. So they took hold of Snow White and took her deep in the jungle. Poor Snow White, she didn't know what was going on. She thought that she is going out in the jungle just for fun. The courtiers took her in the jungle and they wanted to kill her. But Snow White requested them not to kill her. Why? Because she wanted to live. She did not want to die. What did the courtiers do? They left her and they said, go deep in the jungle and never return back to the palace. So what did Snow White do? She ran deep in the jungle. And the courtiers left her. They returned back to the palace. You kill Snow White? They said, yes, yes, queen, we followed your orders. We killed Snow White. See what we have got for you. We have got the heart of Snow White. Now she is no more. And she is not going to return back to the palace. The queen was very happy. She said, ha 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 ha. So now I am the one left who is the most beautiful in the entire world. So once again, she came to her magic mirror and she said, mirror, mirror, can you tell me who is the most beautiful of all in the world? The mirror said, you are indeed my dear queen, But Snow White, who's living in the jungle, she's far more beautiful than you. She called the courtyards again. And she said, did you really get the Snow White? Then they sat on their knees and they said, no, no, forgive us, we could not kill her. She was so innocent. We just left her in the jungle. Now the queens and over here, slowly and gradually, the what is the Snow White? Went deep in the jungle. She went deep in the jungle. She had no place to go. She had no one to look after. Then finally she saw a small house. She went inside, ate the food which was there on the table, and she slept on the bed. Bed was too small. So she slept on all the beds, combining them together. In the evening, the dwarfs came in. In the evening, the dwarfs came in after the whole day work. Are you enjoying? Then you can clap for them also. So the moment the dwarfs reached their house, they were scared to see the light. They said, who is there inside our house? Who has entered the house? Everyone started looking at one another, and finally, when they entered inside, they saw a beautiful lady sleeping on their bed. She knocked at the door. Please open, please open. Who is it? Who is it? I am an old lady looking for some shelter. Can you let me in? Snow White said, no, 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 no. You are not going to come inside the house. She was talking to the old lady from the window only. The queen offered her some juicy apples. She said, my dear girl, please have some apples. Snow White said, no, no, I will not eat apples. I have taken my food. But the queen requested her again and again and again. Snow White took the apples. What happened? Snow White was unconscious and she fell down. And the queen was very happy. Now I have no competitor. Now Snow White is dead and I'm the only left who is the most beautiful in the entire world. And she went away laughing into the palace. Now the dwarfs came back in the evening after their whole day work. When the dwarfs came back, they were very surprised to see the doors of the house open. When they went inside, they saw Snow White, who had fallen down and she was totally unconscious. They started shaking her, calling out her name. Snow White, what happened to you? Please wake up, please wake up. But Snow White did not. Why? She was unconscious. The dwarf thought that she is dead. So they started mourning over her. They started crying. The dwarfs were very sad. The beautiful lady. He asked the dwarf, what happened? What happened? The dwarf said that she is Snow White. She had gone out in the jungle to work and now she is not waking up. It seems that she is dead. The prince came near Snow White and he kissed her on the forehead. Now Snow White, the moment prince kissed her, she was alive. And the dwarfs were very happy. They thanked the prince. Now Prince was so happy he wanted to marry Snow White. So the dwarfs sang around them. They were so happy they were singing a merry song along with them. Now Snow White also wanted to marry the prince. So they lived happily ever after. Thank you. Now Prince was so happy he wanted to marry Snow White. So the dwarfs sang around them. They were so happy they were singing a merry song along with them. Now Snow White also wanted to marry the prince. So they lived happily ever after. Thank you. Second queen is Ritika. Prince is Rivi. Snow White is Madhuri. Courtiers Ashi and Niharika. Little Snow White is Trisha. Then the dwarf we have Miss Pushpalata, Miss Dishka, Miss Mahima, Miss Anjali, Miss Manisha, Miss Lakshmi and Miss Archana. So a big round of applause for them.